Hello, everybody. First and foremost, I'd like to welcome all of you to this educational program. I also would like to welcome all our dear students in all grades, and more precisely in grade 12, to my class, which is going to be based on Overview textbook series grade 12. Today, I'm going to deal with three very important skills and sub-skills. The first one is reading comprehension, then we'll move to summary making, and at the end, I'll deal with translation. If you are interested in my class, keep watching our channel. See you after the break. Welcome back to our virtual infinite educational program. As I have already said, today we are going to deal with three skills and sub-skills. Have a look here. I'm going to deal with reading comprehension. Then I'm going to summarize one paragraph from the reading comprehension text. Then we will move to translation, in which you will have two different tasks. Let's start by having an idea about our session today. Number one, reading. Let's have a look at what kind of reading comprehension texts you will be given in your exams. The text could be a story, or it could be a chart, or an email. The text will be about between 350 words and 400 words. Now let's have a look at the types of the questions that you will be asked. You will have two types of questions. The first one is multiple choice questions, and the second one is called productive questions. So here we have two tasks. Let's focus on multiple choice questions. The questions could be about choosing a title for the text, or you will be asked about reference words. The question says, what does the word or what does the underlined word refer to? Questions will be about the main idea of a certain paragraph, for example, and you will be asked about synonyms and antonyms. Synonyms means words that have the same meaning, and antonyms means that words that have opposite meanings. Let's focus on multiple choice questions. Questions are designed, these kind of questions, or this type of question, questions are designed to encourage a full, meaningful answer using information in the passage. Don't give information from outside your reading comprehension text. Now, when you deal with reading comprehension, we always recommend that you start reading the questions. So from A, B, C, and D, choose the correct answer. These are the questions of our passage. Number one, this passage is mainly about. So we are asking you about the main idea of the passage. Sometimes you are going to be asked about the main idea of a certain paragraph. Now in this case, you have a question about the whole passage. The passage is mainly about the benefits of technology, which means the everything related to good thing related to technology, the growing need for space technology, the progress made in communication technology, the relationship between technology and human values. Question number two, what is the synonym? So this question is about a synonym, a word that has the same meaning. What is the synonym of the verb renounce in paragraph 3? Is it pretend, or reduce, or reject, or accept? You may note the meaning of its synonym, but you have here to focus on the context. As I have already said before in other classes, you have to focus on words before the word renounce and the words that come after the word renounce. This is called a context, the context of the word, the text or the paragraph, or the boundaries of the word. Number three, according to the writer, technology, so this is the point of view of the writer. Technology depends on the human use or has more benefits than drawbacks. Drawbacks means disadvantages. Has brought only disasters to humans or human beings, will cause unemployment worldwide. What is the point of view of the writer? What is the opposite of the underlined word, which means the other meaning, opposite or antonym? The word backwardness in paragraph 1. Is it distraction or advancement or understanding or distribution? Then you move to the other kind of questions. Don't go back to the text. Complete or continue your reading till the end of the questions. Answer the following questions referring to the text. The first question is, what does the writer mean by technology is in itself neutral and value-free? What does he mean by that? Number 6, what will happen to the new generation if it doesn't adopt a new technologies? What advantage does communication technology have? Here we speak about positive sides. Now you move to the reading passage. Now while you read, put in your heads, okay, to find an answer to the questions that you have already read. This time, or this way, you can save time. This is our passage. To present human society, the present human society is faced with a paradox. The paradox is due to the fact that if human society is technologically advanced, it is faced with evil. And if it is technologically backward, it is evil because man, which means human being, loses his humanity. Technological backwardness also causes evil because man suffers and lives in poverty. The prime object of the invention of new technology is to get rid of backwardness. So naturally, we have to choose technology as an instrument in order to ameliorate conditions of the suffering humanity. But there's an opposite view also that considers technological progress to be a great source of present evils prevailing in the society. It is also believed that technology is responsible for dehumanization and degeneration of culture. Consequently, it has managed to throw human relations into disorder and chaos. On the other hand, communication technology has made it quite easy to develop relationship with other nations. In technological societies, technology determines the direction of development of society and its values. But technology is in itself neutral and value-free. The benefits of technology are decided mainly by the use to which it is put by man. It is neither good nor bad. The use of technology determines its values. We cannot pass any value judgment relating to technological society, whether it is a good society or a bad one. In this century, life and society will be governed by technological relations. The technology advances rapidly. If we do not prepare the new generation to adopt new technology and new values of life, it will lag behind. Though technology is value-free, yet it creates conditions for new ways of life and its values. Values change in accordance with a change in technology, since the latter is an instrument in the service of humanity. The phrase value-free means that technology is neither evil nor good in itself. It is a means and not an end. As one can see, the relation between technology and morality is modified as soon as we renounce the idea of putting the first on the side of means and the second on the side of ends. It's the use which makes technology either good or bad. As you can see here, it is a very simple text, and I show you the way how to deal with the text. Let's now go back to answer the questions. Question number 1 says, this passage is mainly about. Now we have read the text. it's clear that the text is about what? Is it about the benefits of the technology? Is it about the growing need for space technology, or the progress made in communication technology, or the relationship between technology and human values? I think that the answer is clear here. You can answer it easily. Think about it. Very good. This is your answer. So this passage is mainly about the relationship between technology and the human values. Question number 2. What is the synonym of the verb renounce in paragraph number 3? And here is the context of the word. We renounce the idea of putting the first on the side of means. Does it mean pretend, or reduce, or reject, or accept? The second on the side of end. It's the use which makes technology either good or bad. So the word renounce here meets the meaning reject. So we reject the idea, or we have to forget about the idea. We have to get rid about the idea. We have to renounce the idea of putting the first on the side of. Very good. Let's move. Number 3. According to the writer, technology depends on the human use, has more benefits than drawbacks, has brought only disasters to humans, or will cause unemployment worldwide. Of course, you notice here that there are a lot of points of view that are not there in the text. So the answer should be what? According to the writer, technology. Excellent. This is your answer. Depends on the human use. That means if you use technology in a positive way, you will benefit for it. Okay? We will benefit from it. Question number 4. What is the opposite of the underlined word? Backwardness in paragraph number 1. The prime object of the invention of new technology is to get rid of backwardness, which means to get rid of something which has a very negative connotation or a very negative meaning. So backwardness means distraction or advancement or understanding or distribution. It's clear that it means, okay, or the opposite of backwardness is advancement. The second type of questions, answer the following questions referring to the text. So we call these kind of questions productive questions or open-ended questions. What does the writer mean by technology is in itself neutral and value-free, which has nothing to do with ethical characteristics or something related to the human being's values? The answer, of course, if you go back to the text, you will find that this is a very correct answer. He means technology has no values, but the values attributed to it are basically relating to the human or to humans who use it. So it depends to the use of the human being. Number 6, what will happen to the new generation, which means in the future, if it doesn't adopt new technologies? So we have to move on and to keep, okay, side by side with technological advancements. What will happen? The answer is the new generation will lag behind, okay? Lag behind, which has a very bad connotation. What advantage does communication technology have? So here we have to focus on the positive sides of using technology. The answer is it has made it quite easy to develop relationship with other nations, for example, at the level of telecommunication, for example. Now, what about the summary making? You are asked to focus only on one paragraph to answer only one question by giving 4 answers. You have to go back to the text, look for the paragraph, focus on the answers, take them out and try to make correct sentences, and then think of very suitable linkers in order to have a very cohesive and correct paragraph. The question says, in 4 sentences of your own, so you are not allowed to copy the same words that are put in the reading comprehension. You have to give your own words and your own sentences. In 4 sentences of your own, summarize paragraph 1, explaining the negative effects of technology on human societies. So the focus here is on the negative sides, not positive sides. Now, this is our first paragraph. If you focus on it, you will find that the first answer appears here. Okay? It's not necessary that you are going to take an answer from, for example, the 2 or 3 sentences at the beginning. And a lot of you or a lot of students are under the illusion that summary making is a fact of taking one sentence from the beginning of the paragraph, 1 or 2 sentences from the middle, and 1 at the end. Of course, this is not summary making. This is something else. We have to focus on the question to give correct answers. So the first idea is evils prevailing in the society. This is the first drawback or the first disadvantage of technology. The other idea is dehumanization, which means that it makes the human being no longer a human being by getting rid of his values. Number 3, degeneration of culture. And the last one is disorder and chaos. I always advise our students, whenever you find 4 logical, possible, and correct answers, there's no need to carry on reading. Why? In this way, you have killed 2 birds with 1 stone. First of all, you have your answer, it's here. And number 2, which is more important, is to save time. There's no need to read any longer. Okay? Now we take these 4 ideas, we put them in sentences, and we try to make a very simple paragraph by giving very suitable cohesive devices or linkers. The first sentence, so I put the word evils here, it is a great source of present evils prevailing in the society. Number 2, it is responsible for dehumanization of culture. It is responsible for degeneration of culture. It has managed to throw human relationships or relations into disorder and chaos. Notice here the repetition of it is, which is not allowed in summarizing or giving a correct paragraph. You have to find other subjects relating to technology. For example, this is the final draft, of course, after getting the information, the correct information from the reading comprehension or from the paragraph. Try to think of very simple sentences, and now we are going to link the sentences together by very simple linkers. For example, the first thing you have to focus or to take into consideration is the indentation or the indentation at the beginning of the paragraph, as if you were writing a composition. Okay? Now, we put, let's say, 2 centimeters at the beginning of the paragraph, and we provide the following paragraph. Notice here that I have put the linkers in yellow color to make it easier for you to follow. So this is my paragraph. This is one possible answer. You may give other answers that could be better than this. Technology is a great source of present evils prevailing in the society. Full stop. Now, to link the second sentence with the first one, I have used moreover, which means in addition. Moreover, it is responsible for dehumanization of culture. Now I want to move. I have used furthermore. I haven't put the word it, so I changed it by technology as the word it or the pronoun it. The pronoun it refers to technology. Furthermore, technology is responsible for degeneration of culture. The last sentence, finally, it has managed to throw human relations in the disorder and chaos. This is a possible answer for summary making. Now let's move to translation. In translation, we'll have 2 tasks, which you are familiar with, of course. Number 1 is translating from English to Arabic language, which most of our students are good in this task. Why? Because most of you are excellent at Arabic language. So the question says, translate the first paragraph into good Arabic. Now, let's move to the paragraph. By the way, this paragraph is taken from your reading comprehension. So the reading comprehension text is going to be referred to in 3 occasions. The first one, to answer the questions. Number 2, to go back to the allotted paragraph to summarize it. And number 3, another paragraph to be translated by you. So here, this paragraph is taken from the reading comprehension. In technological societies, technology determines the direction of development of society and its values. Maybe the word values here is very important. Okay, so put it in your head to be translated before giving the whole translation. But technology is in itself neutral and value-free. So here we have value-free that can be translated into خالية من القيم. So values means القيم, value-free خالية من القيم. It has nothing to do with values. The benefits of technology are decided mainly by the use of to which it is put by man. It is neither good nor bad. So it's a very simple paragraph in which you have maybe the word values and value-free are the most difficult. Now, let's think of a possible translation. This is my translation. You may give something better than this. So, I have started my paragraph in Arabic. في المجتمعات التكنولوجية تحدد التكنولوجيا اتجاه تطور المجتمع وقيمه، إلا أنها في حد ذاتها محايدة وخالية من القيم، وفوائدها يحددها بالخصوص الاستخدام الذي يوظفها فيه الإنسان، فهي ليست حسنة ولا سيئة. Okay? This is a possible answer. You may give a better answer. Now let's move to task number 2. You are going to answer this question by translating from Arabic to English language. And by the way, the answer, or your answer, which is in English, is taken word by word from your textbook. So if you learn or you understand your set book questions, this will help you a lot. So the question says, translate the following 2 sentences into good English. The first one, كلنا مسؤولون عن الضرر الحاصل لكوكبنا. كلنا مسؤولون عن الضرر الحاصل لكوكبنا. If we think of words that may be difficult, for example, the word مسؤولون can be responsible or accountable. عن الضرر, الضرر can be translated into damage. It's a very simple sentence. So كلنا مسؤولون عن الضرر الحاصل لكوكبنا. This is my answer. You may give another answer. We are all accountable for the damage done to our planet. This sentence is taken exactly from your reading comprehension from your textbook, which doesn't mean that if you give something different you will get less marks. No, this is not the point, but this is the sentence that is taken from your textbook. If you give something, let's say, that resembles to this, it would be okay. The last sentence, تم قياس 5 أنواع مختلفة من النفايات، الورق والورق المقوى والزجاج وفضلات الزرع والمعادن ومواد أخرى. I think that all the words are familiar, okay, or you are accustomed to such kind of words. All of words are simple. So this is my answer. 5 different types of waste were measured: paper and card, glass, green waste, metal, and other materials. This is the exact sentence that is taken from your textbook. So you notice that if you focus on your set book questions or the information that you are taking in class, you have taken in class with your teachers, everything will be okay. At this point, our lesson is over. Let me remind you of what we have already dealt with. Today we have dealt with reading comprehension passage. We dealt with 2 kinds of questions, multiple choice questions and open-ended questions or productive questions. I have shown you how to deal with such kind of questions. That we move to summary making question or task, which is completely related to your reading comprehension passage. And at the end, we ended our session by dealing with 2 different tasks or 2 different burdens related to translation. The first one is from English to Arabic, a paragraph taken from your reading comprehension. And the second task consists of 2 sentences taken from your textbook. I hope that you have enjoyed my lesson. I hope that I will meet you again soon. I wish you good luck in your future endeavors, and thank you for watching.